If you're looking for one amazing luxury crossover with a sporty styling, you should check out this 2023 Infiniti QX55 LUXE all-wheel drive. The QX55 was a brand new product for Infiniti in the 2022 model year. It's basically a fastback version of our QX50, which is more of a traditional crossover SUV. The QX55 has pretty much the same running gear, mechanical components, but it has a sleeker, more stylish body influenced by coupe-like styling. A big influence actually for the styling of the QX55 is some of the past greatest hits Infinitis, like the FX series. I have one in FX37, which eventually evolved. They changed the name of the QX70, but that was a very popular sporty crossover. And the first FX35 was really groundbreaking because it was one of the first performance crossover SUVs out there. And the QX55 borrows a lot of design cues from those past Infiniti products. It's absolutely beautiful. This one, actually, we took it on trade, believe it or not, of only 319 miles. The customers, I think they decided they wanted the larger QX60. We have the brand new QX60 that just came out. They were hard to get, but now we have a little bit more of an easy inventory. Before they were pretty much all sold out, but now with a more regular inventory of QX60s, I think the customers just opted to trade this in for that, and they wanted something a little bit larger, which is understandable. But if you don't need a three-row, mid-size crossover, something more compact, this QX55 is a great proposition. Very nicely equipped with features, beautiful color combination in white on black leather. You have this beautiful perforated leather interior. Looks really nice. Electronic parking brake, CVT transmission maximizes performance and efficiency. We have power and heated front seats. We have a great climate control system. You notice that we have a dual display system. The top screen is for radio information, parking camera. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. We also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so even though this one does not have navigation, you can have navigation on your phone, and basically you just display it on the top screen of the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The bottom screen, we can adjust systems like you can access the driver's assistance settings. So we have lots of great driver's assistance. That's the vehicle dynamic control system, which combines the traction control system and the stability control system. We have a blind spot warning, as well as blind spot intervention, so it'll steer you back in your lane, not just warn you if there's a vehicle in your blind spot. Then we have forward emergency braking and backward emergency braking. With the Pro Pilot system, we have steering assist, which helps keep you centered in your lane on the highway. We also have a lane departure warning and lane departure intervention, so if you start drifting outside your lane, it will steer you back in. And then we have steering assist, so this will keep you centered in your lane. It will follow gentle bends on the highway. And that works great with the adaptive cruise control with stop and go that goes all the way down to a complete stop. We have this button right here that activates your safety shield technologies like distance control assist. So all the driver's assistance and safety features will pop up on your screen. You can activate them. You can see you have the adaptive cruise control settings right there. You can adjust the following distance, how close you're going to follow vehicles with the adaptive cruise control, short following distance or longer following distance. We have a sunroof on this one, nice leather up steering wheel. We also have steering wheel paddle shifters. And you can see this beautiful sleek body. You have that nice fastback, giving it kind of a very sporty coupe influenced design. Then we have a beautiful styling on the front end, a big wide grille, very prominent styling. We can find in Infiniti products, beautiful headlight design with the LED daytime running lights. A little bit more of even a prominent grille than we find on the QX50 for a bolder design. Infiniti really goes to great lengths as far as styling goes. They really want to make this vehicle not just a vehicle to take you to point A or point B, but it's actually also a you're making a fashion statement in a vehicle like this. And they think of everything when designing this vehicle, even subtle things that you might not notice. They think about. For instance, look at the clamshell design on the hood. A lot of times the hood will meet the fender right here, and you can see an unsightly line which separates it. With the clamshell design, you can see that it's a little bit different. We have a seam right here where the hood meets the fender, but that seam, that line, also continues into the body line all the way back to the rear of the vehicle. So it really connects everything together. And it's subtle things like that that you might not notice, but when they design this vehicle, they really think about how this vehicle will affect people, you know, consciously and subconsciously. And I can tell you, this really is a big hit. People just rave about how beautiful this thing is. Infiniti did an awesome job styling the QX55. Though you do give up a little cargo space in the rear versus the QX50 with this fastback, you still have a decent amount of space, and you can also fold down those rear seats too for even more cargo space. We're on the QX50. Front-wheel drive is standard, all-wheel drive is optional. Right now, all-wheel drive is standard in all the QX55s. It's intelligent all-wheel drive, so it'll be front-wheel drive during normal driving conditions, but it'll send power to the rear wheels as needed for no-slip starts and excellent traction in wet, slippery conditions. For an engine, we have a revolutionary variable compression engine that Infiniti has worked on for a very long time. We first saw it arrive in the QX50 when it was redesigned for the 2019 model year, so it can mechanically change the compression ratio on the fly. For instance, if you're just kind of cruising along, you don't need full power, the car can tell, so it'll have that compression ratio, a 14:1 compression ratio, which will calibrate the engine for maximum fuel efficiency. It has a class-leading fuel efficiency, up to 28 miles per gallon on the highway, rated by the EPA. And then maybe you have the drive mode selector in sport mode, you're getting a little bit more aggressive with the throttle, the car can tell you're doing sportier driving. Well, it'll quickly change that compression ratio to an 8:1 compression ratio, which will calibrate the engine for maximum horsepower and torque, which is 268 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. It actually makes more torque than the naturally aspirated 3.7 liter V6 this engine is replacing. So really awesome. We've had these VC turbos since around 2018, 2019 when we first got the redesigned QX50s, and they've been awesome. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully see you soon, and have a wonderful day.